Welcome to this edition of Hindsight is Horrifying, the show where three mostly normal and somewhat cynical adults discuss life as members of the TV generation. Now here are your hosts, Darth Jada, Jason Mitchell, and Adam B.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
People of the intertubes, we have come to you once again to give your life meaning.
With some high quality
Yes.
filmage.
It's public domain night.
Woo!
So it sounded like the guy from the B-52s there for a second.
See, you make it sound like
It's a
it
love
was
shack.
You make it sound like it was some official decision regarding public domain when, in fact, I'm aware that this was y'all's scheme to make me watch porn.
It's not.
light, it's soft.
It's softcore
and gentle.
porn. Yeah, softcore porn. We are watching.
That's why I was so angry.
We were watching a movie by the legendary director Greydon Clark. The man who brought us Angel's Revenge and Dark Future and other terrible
like
movies.
Angel's Revenge, Angel the prostitute who... That angel?
No, it's a ripoff of Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Different ripoff.
Got it.
Yeah.
It looks like I got taller than Adam over the course of the holiday.
She has. You've been
Is
eating
your
your
chair lower than
vegetables?
I think your chairs are just of a... No, that fixed
Hello,
it.
everyone.
What's up, Pipsqueak?
I'm tiny now.
See, you said something. Now it's going to be a thing.
Well, hey.
We are doing the 1977
Seven.
Greydon Clark movie, Satan's Cheerleaders. And because it's in the public domain,
The sigh.
you get to see it also. So we're
We'll
going
be able to see
Darth
some
Jader.
clips.
I have to watch this shit again?
Yes, you do.
Oh, my God.
You're about to see it right now.
But it's without subtitles, so we're going to have to use our imagination.
That's okay.
Do you really need dialogue in a movie like
There
this?
he
I
goes.
ask you.
Satan's Cheerleader.
Cheerleader.
Which is, in case you haven't watched it, which I certainly had not, I hadn't even heard of it before Jason proposed it for the show. Jack.
How have you missed this?
Yeah.
You know,
It was a classic.
Turner Classic Movies.
Because I'm I don't know, I'm female and have therefore no interest in this, or straight female. So to prove his dedication to a coven, a high school janitor
I love it
makes
already.
plans to sacrifice a busload of cheerleaders to the devil. That's all there is
Sounds
to it.
delightful.
That's the movie.
doesn't it?
No,
It's
you
delicious.
you just described what I think is the last 15 minutes of the movie.
Because all the rest of it is just chicks bouncing around in
Mm-hmm.
bikinis.
And out of bikinis when
Yep.
they need to they perspired a lot
Yeah.
in one scene playing
Oh,
football.
they needed to.
So they needed
They
to
needed to let them breathe. I guess.
they
Exactly.
needed to tidy up a little bit.
God, I hate you guys.
And it's funny because and I have no idea what her name is, but the actress, the lead actress in the movie, who
blonde?
plays the one who plays the PE teacher,
Oh yes.
the most senior of the actresses in the movie.
She's
There we go.
probably like 21. maybe.
Edith
Give-
Wheeler,
yeah.
Miss Johnson.
Yeah, she's in this shot right here. That's her. She's actually in Angel's Revenge as the same character.
Well,
Yeah,
she
she's
plays it so
basically-
well.
She's
Yeah.
Mrs. Cleaver, essentially.
Yeah, she's literally the same, like, oh my, oh Popeye, kind of character in that too. It's watch Angel's Revenge if you get a chance.
Oh God, don't do it.
This is this is the height of 70s jiggle cinema.
Wow.
Yeah, if
Like-
you're under 18 and listening, you really owe it to yourself.
Yeah.
Male and to watch this.
Yeah.
And female if you're kind of into that stuff. But
If that's your thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not, feel free to avoid it because this brought nothing to my life.
No, and the amazing thing is that this movie, it's a Greydon Clark movie. It's Satan's Cheerleaders. It's a jiggle fest, sexploitation, not really horror or slasher. That's just tacked on at the end.
Nothing got scary.
They had
But-
to like
but- well, no.
invent a story.
But not one, but two people who starred in the Ten Commandments are in this movie.
And
I
who
know.
are those
Yeah.
people, Jason?
Well, one is Yvonne de Carlo,
Yvonne.
Mrs. Munster.
who I actually, and I was telling the gang about this before the show. Last night I actually was watching a movie. It was a Riff Tracks movie that I had bought a while ago, but I hadn't watched. And lo and behold, Yvonne de Carlo. And it was a 1990 low budget, garbagey horror movie called Mirror Mirror. So like, that's a weird coincidence to run into. You don't run into her too often.
No.
That's like when we did a Phantom of the Paradise, and then I was watching Community, and Paul Williams showed up on the
classic.
one episode that I happened to be watching. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a small world.
the simulation winks
Yeah.
at you every so often.
And the other, of course, is the you have to say legendary John Carradine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Star of so many movies. I mean, the guy
He was a monster in Scooby Doo at one point, wasn't
probably
No, I'm kidding. It was an animated
Murder
thing.
in the Wax Museum, Red Zone Cuba. I mean, you could literally just sit and list movie after movie.
And his progeny, he's produced some amazing people.
I was gonna try to get around. You know,
You knew this was coming.
well,
the
it
second you
has to.
brought
It
up.
has to be brought. There's no avoiding.
Why were you trying to get around
You know,
that?
He was trying to get a belt around something. That's what he
Good
was trying
one.
to do. I'm just
That was
going to
it.
go ahead and knock that one out.
there you go. That was it.
I try. But
Haven't
Hey.
used that one in a while. All right, fine.
hey,
There.
All right, that's good. That's the last thing you hear when you bite the lemon.
Oh.
when the hypoxia
Then you hear.
sweet relief and release. When the hypoxia sets in. There's something wrong with
Hypoxia,
this game.
take me away. No, not that far away. Not that far away.
No,
Don't go near the light.
Yeah.
Just stay away
Don't-
from the light.
don't go to the carnival.
So the guy who for a brief second, I thought was Arlie Ermy.
Oh, right. The
And-
coach.
Yeah.
And I
okay,
am
see that.
I am so thankful that it's not Arlie
Yeah.
Ermy.
He was still active duty Marines at the
Yeah.
time. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Good soldier never leaves a man behind.
Nothing has happened.
No.
Nothing even remotely related to the plot has occurred.
Okay, so something kind of interesting though did happen. You see this weird dynamic between the football coach who coaches all the boys in the high school, and you have the cheerleading coach, and her girls are the one instigating and being kind of lascivious and
Well, they're
naughty.
Satan's cheerleaders.
I know. But it's so funny because it's normally the girls who have to be like the pure and innocent ones, and the boys are the ones causing trouble. But
Not in porn.
this football coach, well, you come to find they're at a Christian college, and the football coach is like, boys, you have to be upstanding, good gentlemen now, you know, like, and he's like Ward Cleavering their asses the entire time.
Well, I think he's gunning for a job. If you want the subplot, the
Yeah.
coach is gunning
Yeah.
for a job at a Christian university. They're at a high school right now. These are high school girls.
Oh, I thought it was a university.
No.
I would have turned it off right away. I'm not interested in older women. Sorry. No, I guarantee they're all in their early 20s legally.
I just have a feeling though, and
They
this,
just did that
this,
same shot twice in a row.
They
ran.
The kid
Yeah, of course.
running into the bush to make out.
You have all of these and I'm
Teeny boppers.
Well, I was going to say actresses. You know, they're actresses, and
Well, they're human beings.
yes,
Just
who are
leave it at
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But you have all of them are all essentially the same, and I just have a feeling that maybe Greydon Clark walked into a room with a bunch of actresses and said, "Okay, who wants to be the star?"
No, it was probably the same sort of Phantom of the Paradise kind of audition that he put them through. That's what I imagine.
I just imagined it was like, which one's gonna? Okay, you can be the star. You can be the one that turns into like the weird Satan cheerleader at the
You can
end.
be the one that still everyone
who
will not
walks
remember.
around wearing a big
I know. Silly.
A big
Yeah.
what, Jason?
a big pentagram.
Pentagram.
Yeah, pentagram.
Pentagram.
Yeah, and it's like the
And-
size of a dinner
and
plate.
you rub it while you're chanting. It's Audi, Prius, Mayo,
Toyota.
Mayo,
Feels like
Yeah.
Audi,
Yeah.
Prius, Mayo, Satana. That's it. That's the chant.
I wonder what that actually is, because Audi is. Oh no. Volvo is Latin for.
Okay, and what
I've
is-
seen plenty of vulva in this.
Yes.
In this.
No, you don't really see a lot of. You're
right.
Oh,
That's
not.
God.
Yeah.
You got to look close.
Which I was actually trying to figure out what network
I'm like in Black
would
Christmas.
have this. Like it's not a Cinemax thing. It's not enough to be a Cinemax. Softcore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what network? Is it possible that it split the middle? It didn't.
Public access, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, like, well,
Scrambled
it's public
television.
domain, so You can go to archive.org and download the movie.
So I'm sure neither of you are going to be able to answer this question, but what is this beef that the cheerleaders and football players have with the other teeny boppers on the beach?
No idea.
Of
No
course, their opposing teams are going to play against one another. Didn't you ever go to school? School spirit? Now, of course, the beach is enormous, and there's no one else on the beach.
Yeah.
They're vying for like a little piece of
I know.
real
They
estate.
literally
Yeah.
draw a line in the sand for the other team not to cross. And then they play chicken in the sand.
And they
I've never-
almost kiss.
Yeah.
Like, so close. It's a complete head fake.
Just the opportunity to see these girls jiggle around. And
I was kind of
in a
hoping to see
bikini.
them
Stop
play
looking at me.
chicken, though.
Yeah.
They actually got me like, cool. Like, what's going to happen here? No.
No, because I mean, if you play chicken in the sand and you fall, and you take a bad fall, you could break your damn neck. What are these
And that's what the coach was railing them about. They didn't want to get injured before their opening game.
The
big
opening game.
Yeah, you dumbos, go play in the water.
What have you? Oh, look, they're having a pillow fight. No, it's not a pillow fight, but
Oh,
it's
they're playing
same
chicken.
thing.
I'm curious, too, because I know it's in public domain, which is obviously why we're doing it, and you can see it. But
Yeah.
I don't know why it's in the public domain, and I've looked on the internet and I can't find. I almost wonder if it isn't actually, but whoever owns the license just doesn't do anything with it, or
Maybe.
like is it de facto in the public domain? Because like I said, you can go on YouTube and watch the entire movie.
Right.
So there's nobody who's there's nothing. The algorithm didn't scan it and go, "Oop, that's copyrighted."
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Who knows?
Stacy, you're so strong. I'm defeated.
This is all based. The whole movie's inspired by the First World War. You see, we've just witnessed Passchendaele. Only they spelt it differently.
Jimmy Stewart's going to stroll by in a minute. On the way to his bomber.
No, it's more like Jimmy Stewart's literally going back to his house, and they spot him and point the camera at him, and it's on the poster. Here we go. The
Drink from the chalice.
Yvonne de Carlo. Mr. Brown, tell us a little bit about Ms. de Carlo.
Yvonne de Carlo. Well, she was in the Ten Commandments. A very, very beautiful, beautiful woman. And then she got a regular role in The Munsters with Fred Gwynne,
Yeah.
and did a great job there, I thought.
Oh, that was a great show.
And then just, Yvonne, why are you taking these roles? Sometimes you just got to read the script and say, you know what? I have a little bit of pride. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not.
Yeah,
You've yet to
great.
hit that point, though, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I haven't gotten to that point. But you never know what her financial situation was. She might
That's
be
true.
in bankruptcy or something, needing an extra $20,000 or $30,000 cash. But I can't imagine it paid any more than that.
No,
I just can't
probably not.
imagine.
But I mean,
But they were the names. I'm sure that they were looking to get Yvonne de Carlo and John Carradine to attract a huge viewership.
John Carradine.
Well,
They should do a remake with this.
And even
with
the
Keith.
Yeah.
mentioning that though, I wanted to look at Angel's Revenge, also known as Angel's Brigade, which is the other Greydon Clark movie I always think of, and I'm trying to see Jack Palance, Peter Lawford, Jim Backus, Pat Buttram, Alan Hale Jr.
Oh my God.
They're
No,
all in one movie?
They're all in this movie, and I feel like there's, was Greydon Clark really good friends with these people, and so they agreed to be in his movie?
Yeah,
or
it might
wi-
be
or-
like a
or-
Sam Raimi
yeah,
kind of situation.
or is it somebody who sort of preys on people who were, they used to
In
be
need of money.
well, Peter Lawford was never an A, but they need the money, so like, hey, I bet we can get. No, I mean that movie literally is star-studded, and it's basically this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was 2 years after this, I think.
Oh goodness.
79, I think.
Oh, 79. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the latest Yvonne de Carlo movie you were watching was in the 90s, right?
1990. Yeah, Mirror Mirror. It was. It's a straight horror film, and with a lot of ripping off of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, you were showing us pictures of.
Yeah, it's with a lovely actress though, whose name was Rainbow Harvest,
Oh, okay.
and supposedly that's actually her real name.
This is so ridiculous. So like one of the things, and I know it's a very 70s attitude to have, where it's like the girls
Whip
are
inflation now.
Hey man, life's still groovy.
Keep on trucking.
But the girls, they just like go along with being sexually molested and by a man of whatever age. It doesn't seem to matter. They're just like, oh, those Ohio boys. Oh, they're so scandalous. And they don't do anything about it.
Well, porn is
Yeah.
a genre where it's a tad unrealistic.
Really?
You know, oh, come on, you knew slutty high school girls. I mean,
Well, in that case, I brought pizza tonight. So did I technically start a porno?
no, I think the guy has to bring the pizza.
Here-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Here's the
the guy has
pizza,
to, yeah.
and here's the pepperoni.
Or he shows up to fix the hot water heater or something. Like
Or the copier.
or,
Hey, that's bad for the paper tray.
yeah. Or fix the Wi-Fi router.
That was a deep cut from
That's
Friends.
So
modern.
the Wi-Fi router.
Yeah.
Here, let me unplug it and plug
Yeah.
something else in.
Have you tried plugging?
They
Plug
did a
it
pretty
in,
amazing
plug it in.
TP, by the way. I got to tell you, they really
Yeah.
TP'd this whole freaking school.
I mean, I would probably ask Satan to kill them if I was the janitor.
I would
and I got to
too.
clean this shit
Oh, no,
up.
he's
know.
got to screw one of them first. That's the whole thing, is that he's aggressively pursuing
Yeah,
the
because
blonde with the long hair.
she was promised to him.
Yeah, he has a stutter.
Porky pig. That's all cheerleaders, folks.
Oh, Satan.
Could it be
who-
Satan?
Satan, by the way, I don't know how much they paid him for his part in this movie, but talk about, I mean, it's like Jimmy Stewart. He shows up in the last 30 seconds of a movie in the 70s and just walks away with a check.
Yep.
You know, Satan and Jimmy Stewart have this in common.
Yeah.
That's my observation.
I love Jimmy Stewart.
Well, Jimmy Stewart got paid more.
Well, of course you did.
I'd much rather have Jimmy Stewart in my movie.
He's way better looking.
You know,
Oh my
Satan's
God.
probably such a diva.
Oh,
Diva Las
totally.
Vegas
And he's so
here.
possessive of women. He's so possessive.
Ah.
It's like programmers. They treat
Yeah.
women like objects.
I don't even know who you are anymore. My God.
So, for those of you watching at home, if you're wondering where the Satan is,
He hasn't come yet.
how far in are we now? I don't even know.
He's gonna, though.
No, but it's about wrestling girls and fighting boys. But they do focus a lot on the girls fighting with
Really?
each other. Look at how
Oh.
vicious that fight is. Oh,
She literally throws a water balloon into the other girl's boobs.
Well, that's the thing. You don't want to hit them in the face.
Oh, but hitting their chest is okay.
If you can wet their shirt appropriately.
You know what'll really make them mad? Let's make out.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Well, you've accomplished one of your goals.
It looks
We're
like they have
officially
breast
watching porn
implants in their
together, so-
hands. It's like they're hurling breast implants at each other,
I mean, that is
which
the
would be
implication.
appropriate, I
Yeah.
think.
Only for some of them.
Well, because apparently in the 70s, the flesh-colored balloon was still a popular color.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, because there's several of them in this that
Oh,
are
I
like a
thought you-
skin
I thought
color.
that was an actual point that you were trying to make.
No,
but
no,
yeah.
just
Oof.
impugning the decade from which I sprang.
Let's-
Oh,
Oh
and
my
then she
God!
puts
It
one
just
on her
burst
own
one
head.
out.
I'll show you. Passive aggressive.
No.
Self-deprecating.
Well, if everybody's going to be showing off their chest, I guess I will too. Yeah.
So let me ask you, Darth, as
No.
as a woman type person,
Yeah. That's a woman type person.
Oh no! Where is this going?
watching a movie like this, do you get like pissed off? I mean, this is a serious question. Like, what is? Because I mean, obviously, for a guy watching a Jigglefest movie,
He doesn't care about the.
No,
sexual
we're not really
ramifications.
worried about the exploitation. Let's be honest.
So, what's the question?
But as a woman watching it, do you like go, oh, this is terrible. I feel, negative thoughts towards this movie.
I mean, yeah, I do, because this kind of shit actually does take place sometimes, and you guys.
It does? Where?
I know. Unfortunately, I seem to have missed it my entire life.
See, you say that, but there was a teacher that tried to date me when I was at university, and it's not.
No, yeah, that's
you
yeah.
know.
Well,
So
it could have been a close age. It wasn't a big age difference. Maybe
My-
19 and 27.
no, it was more significant than that. So, and I won't get into detail, especially on camera.
I think-
the point is that the janitor's entire drive is to sleep with this young girl, and yeah, they're all incredibly slutty. I'll put that out there, and they are jiggling around, but of course that's the director making them do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, watching it in the context that I did, knowing that I'm going to be discussing it with you guys and cracking wise about it, it didn't really bother me that much.
Okay.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I was a little pissed off at first because I was like, they've been scheming to make me watch porn and they finally did it.
No, trust me, you'll know when that happens.
Oh, really?
They will not be debatable.
Yeah. You will have to avert your gaze.
Yeah.
There's no win here. What?
When we trick you into watching a porn, you'll learn something.
Yeah.
my-
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, but it is, you're right, Adam, because
Hindsighters, help me.
you see this and you think, where was this? When I was growing up, my life is like Clark Kent, and this is like Superman, and I'm the guy going around the corner, and Clark Kent's going, "Boy, you just missed Superman." Damn, he was right here a minute ago.
Well, let me ask, were y'all football players back in the day? Because I think I saw a jersey a minute ago. Not that jersey. I saw a different one.
No, I was not a football player.
I played football, but not through high school. Just before high school, I ended my football career and got into music.
There you go.
Some
Maybe
people
I
call it
think
the
we're
band.
finding the root of the problem, gentlemen,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
the cheerleaders are only jiggling for the football players
That's true.
and some
Yeah.
of the teachers. So we may have discovered the root of the issue.
Actually, I had friends in school who were on the track and field team, and they always rode on the bus with the cheerleaders, and they got a lot of action off the cheerleaders
Oh, they did
because they were with them, and it was like a bus with cheerleaders, them, and dude cheerleaders.
Oh, okay.
So they were like,
They had pick of the
And in
litter.
high
yeah.
school, the
Yeah.
only reason
Whichever
why
way
you
your gate swung.
yeah,
yeah, well, and the only reason you become a cheerleader as a male, if you're straight, is because the girl cheerleaders
I like
are
the
there.
girls.
yeah. You wake up
exactly.
and you go, you mean there's a way that the school will encourage hot girls to sit in my hand?
Yeah.
I said
So,
sit.
Well, it depends on what you're
no,
into.
Madonna, biggest posse. But what
Now,
I understood
viewers, they're about to take a shower because
Yeah.
they got soiled playing football together.
Yeah, well,
and
We're
bursting
cheering.
balloons on each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
let's. I don't have to censor this, do I?
No,
Yeah,
you-
YouTube's fine with that.
Yeah.
Uh,
You
Yeah.
won't have a problem.
Yeah.
But from what I understood, or at least this is how it was at my high school, the band geeks were kind of the sex freaks. So, got anything to weigh in on
no, no.
Really?
There
No.
might have been a few. I didn't run in those circles.
that?
Sadly.
Oh, okay.
That was not the case in my school. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like they all dated each other. It was a bit, self-involved. Like it kind of
Yeah.
like with when you work in a restaurant, those are the only people that you hang out with and that you date because they keep the same hours.
Yeah. What is?
I love how he-
pulling the tugging the
Well,
rope.
I wanted to pay
It's for his
special
neck.
attention and send some serious props out to whoever bejeweled this man's shirt.
God, seriously.
Because the whole movie, his shirt sparkles in a distracting way.
Oh.
Like he'll just
You're
turn.
distracting me from the boobs, dude.
You'll see like sparkling, and you think it's a movie, and my eyes are supposed to be drawn there, but no, it's just a portion of a fat man.
Yeah. He's such a pervert, though. Like he's, spying on the girls when they're in the shower, and just, ugh, God.
It's like Porky's.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah. It's like Porky's without being endearing.
So.
How many babies were born because of Porky's?
Ooh.
You gotta wonder. I was a Porky's baby.
Well, all those people trapped up in Virginia in their cars. You got to think there's going to be at least a few, blizzard babies
Yeah.
in 9 months.
Could be.
Well, kind of like with the COVID babies, because and it's actually kind of adorable. I saw a video of a little boy who had never seen a dog because of quarantine, and he's about 2, very, very tiny kid, and he sees a dog for the first time, and the joy that lights up his face was so adorable. I was
I'd
like,
have fucked with him.
Just before he was
I'd have
mauled
shown-
to death.
I'd have shown him a goose. and told him it was a
I'd be like,
dog.
that's a dog. Why isn't it saying woof woof, mommy? Oh, look at that ass.
But they're dancing. They're dancing in the shower.
Well, isn't this what happens?
Of course.
We've always assumed as men that this is what's going on in the girls'
He's
locker
dancing.
room.
Oh, God.
Did you dance a lot in the shower?
I'm not giving you any more visuals that you already have stored. That's all I'm gonna say about
I'm
that.
just asking.
I'd like to see something in a movie where like a guy peeps in on a girl's locker room and all they're doing is slowly lowering each other's self-esteem.
Oh, I love how you can just wear anything.
Yeah, that's the realistic
Well, you
one.
are so brave
Girl
wearing
fighter.
that horrible clothes, horrible shirt.
Uh,
You really stand out in that shirt.
and there's a priest, and he he's
the dean of the university, and he's pitching him. He's talking about cleanliness is closest to you know what, right?
Yeah.
It was a weird sidebar kind of plot.
and his priest outfit.
Yes.
He's not a priest. He's a dean.
I thought he was because he was.
He's the dean of a Christian university.
Okay,
Dean of a
never
Christian
mind.
university.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But he does like to.
He's a bishop.
I love the little shtick where they're like, "I'll give you 15 minutes if we put your clothes on, girls."
Meanwhile, the poor football coach is trying.
And the girls are just like really grooving on it.
Yeah, I know.
In a very perverted
They're just
way.
like, "Oh, hey, Mr. Dean." Like it's so.
Hey, Dean.
And the
Dean.
the very naive PE teacher is trying to block the view of them, and I don't think she's wearing a bra. So
And meanwhile, Peter Brady runs in and snaps a photo.
yeah. How many bras are in this movie? It can't be more than 2.
I don't think
not really.
I think that the dean's wife and
Her
the
secretary.
cheerleader
It's her
coach.
secretary.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
secretary. Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay, I think the secretary.
and watch how he comes
the
back in
coach.
again. He goes, like pops his head in one last time.
Yeah. What?
Oh, hey.
Meanwhile, he's trying to make the coach prove how wholesome the football players are, but he's skeeving on the girls. Like, just,
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
High school, making out under the bleachers.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Trying to
You
cop a
might
feel.
wrinkle my shirt. Here, pull the shirt
Oh
up.
my God, that was so effing. That was
You
so
wrinkle
porno.
my shirt. Here,
It's
now
not
you
even
can touch
funny.
my boob.
Actually, pornos tend to be a little bit more well thought out.
Yeah.
This movie has a plot that is as thin as a porno.
Yeah.
And we should actually. Well, we do need to take our first break.
Okay.
But when we come
Thank
back,
God.
we should actually delve into the plot a little bit.
Yeah, we can do that.
I think we've been
'cause
trying.
We're about to hit the plot.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't even gotten into the neighborhood of it yet. So let's drive a little further and see where this goes.
Okay, so we will be back in about 1 second. And we're back.
We are back.
And Mr. Brown, tell us about a little
Big-
plot issue that we've just noticed.
Well, they played a trick, and just before our break, you saw it where the dean of the college's secretary and the football coach walked into the boys, quote, girls locker room because they swapped the label on it. But, if I've worked someplace, I would know where the girls' locker room was. And I
Yeah.
would immediately know if someone put boys on girls. Maybe I deliberately didn't want to see that.
Crazy.
I would hope I would notice.
Yes.
Boys on piles of girls. Oh my God.
Touche. And then they catch him. He's was he sniffing girls' underwear or something? Well, he's rubbing
He's
his
holding his pentagram and
Pentagram.
just like
That
leaning up against.
he went to Michael's and bought some pipe cleaners.
I know it is the worst pentagram. Satan would be disappointed.
You would
Made
think. Yeah, the guy probably appreciates craftsmanship.
We're gonna make God's eyes with straws. It'll be great. But seriously, the janitor is glammed up like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah.
Like it's just so ridiculous.
It's the 70s.
I mean, I get rhinestone cowboy did happen in the 70s, right? So
It
okay.
did, yes. Yeah.
Explains a lot about the rhinestone cowboy that accosted me at a bar once. That was super fun.
Oh, wow.
Oh yes, I haven't told you guys this story.
Well, could you tell us?
Sure.
I want to hear it.
Well, I was out on a date with a boy named Eddie, and we were walking out to the parking lot so he could have a smoke, and then he walked back in to say goodbye before we left. And there had been this guy leering at me the entire night, and I mean, I shit you not, gentlemen, head to toe, cowboy hat, rhinestones, boots, the whole shebang. And he follows me out to the parking lot when he sees Eddie come back in, knowing that I'm by myself.
This sounds like a John Cougar Mellencamp song.
It was.
Was he
Little
sucking
ditty
a
about
sucking on a
Jade
chili
and the
dog?
creeper.
Yeah.
Eddie went out to get smoke a cigarette.
So derailed. But the rhinestone cowboy had to be
Now, to be fair, he was like a rhinestone cowboy.
like the
Right,
rhinestone
Yes, he
cowboy.
wasn't.
He wasn't an actual one.
It wasn't an
Rhinestone
yeah, he was
cowboy.
dressed like
Yes,
one.
he
He's
was-
like a rhinestone cowboy.
So he follows me out. This guy has to be at least 30 to 40 years older than I am.
30
and
to 40 years older,
and I
not
was-
30 or 40. 30 to 40 years older.
Older.
Oh
yes.
my God, that's
Uh,
disgusting.
And I'm like 22, 24 at the time, and he comes out and he's
Uh-huh.
just he's slobbering drunk.
Not so disgusting anymore. But go ahead.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason's
He was a wretched old,
arrested old guy. About Jason's age.
barely alive, more skeleton than man.
I'm ageist.
Oh
No,
my
but seriously,
gosh.
yes, I'm clearly ageist, as you
Yeah,
well know.
Yes.
Anyway, the point is that he follows me out and he's slobbering drunk, and he tries to tell me that I shouldn't be with a young boy like that. I ought to be with a man. And I was like, oh, well, maybe you should go inside and tell Eddie that. Like, so Eddie eventually, the guy grabs me and kisses me in an
Ew.
empty parking
Oh, that's
lot.
gross.
Okay, now it's a crime.
Now it's pervy.
Yeah, so you can see why I don't like the perversion that's going on in this movie, because it's a little similar.
Well, when you spend your life more on the supply side,
Yeah. Exactly.
you get a different perspective.
God, being in control is lovely.
Yeah, it ain't bad. It really ain't bad. But anyway, we promised the audience that we were going to get into the plot
Yes.
of the movie.
So,
And it's hit us like a
jeez.
That's how you get someone to pull over.
cinematography.
Yeah.
Pull over, baby.
I think this.
Flash my undies at
I
you.
really want to know where all these girls are today.
I'll look while you
Yeah.
guys discuss the plot a bit. I'll see if I can find some trivia on.
Yeah, so
Well, the janitor is following them in his pick-em-up truck with a cap on the back.
in a pickup
Truck. So he picks up all the cheerleaders with the intention of as simply performing a satanic ritual, having his way with them.
Well,
and,
he's trying to look like their hero at first because they run off the road and the
oh look, and watch what he does to
Oh
help
my
this
God.
girl up. It
he
is
like
so
literally grabs her between the legs
it's
and lifts
gross.
her.
I mean, he's disgusting.
Oh God. Oh my God.
He doesn't even play a perv that well. I don't think either, because he's not.
How so?
I don't know. He's a flat perv, from an acting standpoint. I mean, I don't know. I didn't find him believable.
What's a dimensional?
No,
perv?
I agree. I agree with
Do
you.
tell.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when he reaches over and just like grabs the girl's boob, I don't know. Like, he does it right here because he's like, no.
He grabs the teacher,
Yeah, he grabs the teacher's boob.
or the cheerleading coach. I don't know if she's a teacher. It doesn't matter. But they're trying.
She's
to
a
get,
phys ed teacher,
Okay, they're trying to
a
get
straight
to,
one, I think, which is weird. But
Yeah, that's
all.
almost science fiction.
That's discrimination.
I know. But now they're pulling over and they're like, well, you're going the wrong way. We're supposed to go to the game. He's like,
Zoinks,
you haven't
zoinks,
figured
zoinks.
it out yet. I'm going to have my way with all of you. Here, let me just sample the merchandise. He's about to do it right now. And it's just like,
It's a
really-
very good thing that you're reaching in that direction. That's
No,
all I have
I
to
know
tell
where
you.
my bread is buttered and how my fist will be. Or
Yeah,
face
but
will
how
be
is he
punched.
gonna keep them back there when he has to wait in line for gas?
Yeah.
Because it's 1970.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to,
Yeah, he had an odd numbered license plate.
Yeah,
And it was an even day.
I'm
So, have you conducted any research over there in your corner, Jason? Because there's not a lot to talk about with this movie. We pretty much covered it.
there's honestly
Did I
not.
miss him grabbing? Oh, there he goes. See, look, it's just like
He was just waiting.
It's
for
just
that.
like a little hug, little hug, little breast hug.
Like he looks like he's not entirely sure what one
You're
does
not
with
going to
breasts.
stop until I rip my pearls off, are you? Like, God.
But this is funny. Like I thought for sure they were going to go off a cliff or something, but they just end up just kind of slowing down.
Blow up Calamity Jane style.
I thought so here's where I thought in my mind. I thought that it was going to wreck. They were all going to die, and they were going to come back as Satan's cheerleaders.
Yeah,
That's
That
where
would've
I was
made
going.
more
with
sense.
that's yeah, I agree.
But no, they just kind of. Oh, the brakes suddenly do work. Clearly,
It's kind of like Carnival of Souls, where it's very underwhelming. You think there's going to be this big dramatic crash, like you said, and it's just like gasp.
I
Thunk,
know.
Yeah.
Just
and
goes
nothing
into
happens.
Well, they didn't have the money for a crash. I mean,
Oh, there was
had,
no money
They had
there.
no money. What money they had went to buy a case of whatever liquor Yvonne de Carlo drinks.
That was it.
And that was it.
Speaking of drinking, thank you, Variant,
Thank you, Variant.
for existing on this episode.
I am attempting to find some more information about the folks who were in this movie, and
I
there's
bet the pickings are slim.
yeah. I mean,
I don't think Francis Ford Coppola was lining up for them after seeing this film.
no,
Not in a cinematic way, anyhow.
most of these people don't even have headshots.
Oh my god.
What is she
Or the
doing? She's
audience.
giving herself to Satan right now.
Yeah,
And he thinks he's Satan. Wait a minute, I get my turn first. Yeah.
I want to talk about the
Yes.
the plot, because she's sort of the whole fulcrum of the whole plot is her. She's obviously
She's the one who blew the director in real life.
Yeah, clearly.
Probably, yes.
And
How
I like
bad
they
you want
just
this part, little girl?
they just went to an antique store and bought something that looked
A
vaguely
giant door knocker.
menacing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look satanic at all. It's a lion, isn't it?
It's got horns on it.
I
so
thought those
Is it
were
a minotaur or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
it's minotaurish looking. So I don't know.
But anyway, I am looking at.
So I guess they're all possessed. So my question here,
Are
though-
they though?
No, but because they don't do anything. Like they've got to be, because the teacher and the other girls just sit there while this girl gets raped.
Maybe the Force made them do it.
Well, remember, they don't remember it that well because I think their minds were being taken over.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're
Yeah.
all possessed, but for some reason,
But
from a logistics point, if you could possess all of them at the same time, why wouldn't they just rape all the girls instead of picking one out?
He's monogamous. Satan.
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard.
He's a stand-up fella.
He is. He's a good man.
He's got to possess somebody.
Oh, I
to
thought
have
you were
sex
talking
with him,
about that
but-
guy, because
Oh.
I know why that guy wouldn't rape them all. I mean, there's a thing called stamina.
He'd have a heart
he's
attack.
gonna be lucky if he can rape one of them.
Seriously.
But then he has a quote unquote heart attack.
Yeah.
Just witnessing Satan
So, but
making love.
but Yvonne de Carlo, eventually, you see that picture in the book, and it's the girl. So, okay, who is she? Is she like the reincarnation of?
I think you're looking a little too deep into this, Jason. I believe she was
think
the
so.
one
There's
that blew
only-
the director.
You only
Yeah,
get deep in
yeah.
a certain
And
way.
so
in this
she gets a
movie.
little extra dialogue and a flash of boobies.
That's true.
She gets to.
She gets to. Yes,
gets to
she
flash
got the opportunity to.
Yeah, they all wanted
And a
to.
major Hollywood motion picture coming in 1977.
Your rack will be
Forget about
famous.
this Star Wars.
And you know her agent was like, this can only help your career.
There were no
Yeah.
agents involved here at all.
I do like the fact that she.
There was a newspaper ad.
Yeah.
I think they got these.
Yeah, it
I was more like a flyer at the dock.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say it's kind of like a Craigslist ad
Rip
of the
off,
70s.
Yeah.
rip off
Yeah.
a little piece of paper if you want to be,
Or a guy was within 500 feet of a high school.
yeah.
Kind of like that story with Cameron Diaz, because didn't the director like spot her coming out of a building and was like, "Hey, you want to
Yeah.
be in a movie?"
Yeah.
And it's just-
That's literally, yeah.
I'm amazed that she went with that. I mean, it worked out for her, so that's great. But the time,
Yes, I think that's
His
the
name
exception.
his name was Harvey.
Yeah.
yeah, because I was approached at a bookstore and told by a promoter that I'd make an excellent adult entertainer, and I was like, "You mean like a stripper?" And he goes, "You'd be dancing, yeah." And I was like, "Oh my god, dude,
Oh,
get
Lord.
the hell out of my face." My boyfriend at the time was
Success
rather
comes
upset.
to us all in different ways.
You're just walking up to a girl.
Where's your stick? Security.
I didn't hear what he said.
I just said success comes to us all in different ways. It was rather innocent, and she took it the wrong way.
Oh, well,
Can women ever take it the wrong way?
Oh, but I'm bummed.
I'm fucking serious.
Take that.
So now is the big John Carradine.
Oh
scene.
yes, here we have to let the audience drink in John Carradine.
Do your John Carradine for us, Jason.
What night train to Munderfield. I'm telling you, the guy's been in 700 million movies, and every single one since like 1965. Pretty much everyone since the Ten Commandments. It feels like he didn't charge very much. Send him the script. In fact, don't even send him the script. He'll show up.
He'll riff.
One day, look at the script, do his lines, get his check, go home.
So, okay, I've got a question for you in that case. Who's the most credible Carradine in
Oh,
your
John.
personal opinion? Oh, John? Okay. Not
John's
Keith?
the best actor.
Not Keith?
I have no thoughts on Keith Carradine.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Well, it's funny
He's-
because I didn't start watching Dexter until after I met you, Mr. Brown, and I received my education on David Carradine and how he died. And I'm watching Dexter. I'm really into it.
Not a
and
secret either.
And
But,
then, I didn't know. So when I
you don't
learned,
run in those same circles, I guess.
evidently not.
Until now.
I don't frequent that hotel party at Alpharetta by the mall. But you taught me about the lemon
top
history.
secret one.
Yes, the super top secret one.
top secret. Third Thursday of
It only
every
costs
month.
$20 to get in.
Yeah.
Worth every penny.
And how
And
do
the
you
pa-
know that?
And the password is orgy.
The password is I'm female.
Yeah.
I thought the password was I brought a hot dish to share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the hot dish.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I learned about David Carradine, and you scarred me for life with that information. And then I was
Yeah,
watching
my goal.
Dexter, and who shows up but Keith
His
freaking
brother.
Carradine, and I was
His
like,
bro.
they're everywhere.
Well, the Carradines are one of those. They're like the Barrymores, you know.
Yeah, it's
They're-
like, are they on the loose? Are they watching
they're-
me? Like,
you know, they're just everywhere. And also, it is important whenever we bring up David Carradine to remind everyone that he died masturbating. But back to the
Oh,
the
thank
movie.
you.
Jesus.
They're back in the
Security.
pick 'em up truck, and they're going to get help from the sheriff.
Oh, good for you.
Sorry, I was imagining Christian Bale as the Clarence in the David Carradine "It's a Wonderful Life."
Oh my God.
Just kill yourself, dude.
Every time a cheerleader flashes you, an angel gets its wings. This is the worst movie ever.
it's a genuinely well. Wait, okay. I know we've abandoned the plot again, but I have a
What plot?
Did you see what the name of the place is?
Sheriff?
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Sheriff
Wah,
Bub.
wah, 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 wah.
They didn't even pick up
No.
on that. I would have picked up on that immediately.
I don't think that those
Yeah,
girls
but-
pick up on a lot of things.
Do you think they're doing well in school, Adam?
No,
Like,
actually-
Probably.
Actually, they did make some silly comments. Yeah, they're doing.
No,
they're
but-
straight age students, of course,
put
but
on their own merits. Oh, really? I wonder how that's so.
it's because most teachers were men back then.
Uh-huh.
So anyway,
And on that note,
there's the sheriff. Now the sheriff he's a noteworthy actor too. I think
he was been in a bunch of westerns,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's what I
I can't
thought.
remember his name, but yeah, he is somebody that should know better.
yeah, definitely should know better.
I just love how the cheerleaders' names are strategically imprinted right across their chests.
Yeah, like I don't remember that from high school. They all had the same.
No.
You know.
it
well,
would have been.
it's like,
it would have been
what's
the
your name?
Yeah.
Baron. Nice to meet you.
They, I mean,
Sharon.
whatever.
Heron.
Heron.
It matters.
Well, let's be honest. Her breasts are large enough that it's actually difficult to see the whole name
to read
at
her
once.
name.
Unless you're looking
You'd
at
have to ask her
straight
to
on.
turn around a little bit.
It's like
yeah,
one of those
Sharon.
rotating-
Sharon, yeah.
It's like one of those rotating signs.
Thank God her name isn't Elizabeth. Like, they need a different actress.
Well, no, that would be
the young Anna Nicole Smith in a role that will surprise you.
a Kentucky Fried Hooker, if there ever was one. But no, it would be strategic. If Mr. Brown was the coach of the cheerleaders, I imagine he would only recruit girls with longer names because then you'd have to get closer to their chest to see their name.
Yeah, mine. Pardon my squint. I don't have my glasses.
No, I would just have it written in very small type, and I do like a Mr. Magoo thing all the time. Oh, my dear.
no idea. May I please see your name?
No, you put it in Braille.
Oh, this is getting worse and worse by the moment.
I love the 70s.
Apologizing to our audience now for these horrible people that I have to work with.
I didn't know John Carradine was blind.
Mm.
He was squinting at them.
Yeah, you know.
So that they is that a trick that guys do? Like they'll squint at you so you maybe don't realize where he's looking.
No.
No.
That
you wear the mirrors sunglasses. You know that's what you do, so they
No,
can't see where you're looking. See, I'm looking at you right now.
you're squinting, so because you're trying to see if there's a bra there, and I squint. It's like X-ray vision.
Well,
I can do this.
going back to the movie, so what is it? So the beginning of the movie where they're playing chicken, and I know that you said something about a pillow fight. What is the appeal in women fighting each other?
Oh, come
No,
on.
I don't
This
know.
is-
No, I'm dead serious.
This-
It's not sexy for me to watch two dudes wail on each other.
Well, no,
Like,
it's
why-
different. It's different because they hit each other with pillows and they grab at each other, and they might tear off a shirt or something, And
Well, the cat fight thing
I don't
doesn't
know.
really do it for me. I mean, like a pillow fight's not. I mean, you're
No, 'cause
talking
they
about
have,
like
no one's getting hurt. Yeah, I don't
No.
want.
They
I
have
don't
like
want.
mud wrestling and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that
what's the appeal?
I think the mud wrestling thing was like I don't know, something somebody came up with in a show once, and it became a trope.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
Okay.
But well, it's, Seinfeld, when Elaine asked Jerry that on Seinfeld, and he was
Oh,
like,
she did. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten through all of it yet.
yeah, and he was like, well, there's a chance they might start kissing. Know?
That
Oh,
that
God.
could be. I don't know. Yeah. I've never really even seen a pillow fight. It's just
Just a fantasy of
it's
yours.
a fantasy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have seen a movie with it. I'm sure I've seen a movie.
I'm sure you've seen-
I'm
yeah.
reasonably
I'm
certain.
positive.
You think
Reasonably
so?
certain that's come up at least once in the
Uh-huh.
oeuvre. So they I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Yes, I see.
to
You're
pull
making
something
a
out of this one.
valiant effort.
So they get into a car accident. They meet John Carradine, who serves no purpose in this.
Zero purpose. Nothing. Yeah.
I mean, he shows up again.
Doesn't he direct them to the sheriff?
Well, he tells him, but he even says you would have found it.
They could have replaced him with a sign that
Yeah.
said sheriff.
Yeah,
I think
Which
they
they
just
had.
needed someone who could do something acting wise.
Yeah,
And they just needed to showcase John
Yeah.
Carradine and then move on.
So that it wouldn't be classified as an actual porn.
yeah.
Because they knew it wouldn't be porn if John was in it.
But
He's
so
a
that
man of standards and
I'm
class.
starting to understand why you wouldn't let me out of the room during our first break.
No, I'm
You
not.
knew I'd run away.
Yeah,
and
I was
never
afraid you
stop.
would not come back.
so the girls, the cheerleaders, they get into a traffic accident, which wasn't an accident. It was caused by Satan at the behest of Stuttering Bob or whatever.
Stuttering Billy? Or
Billy.
Is it Billy or Bob?
I think it's Billy.
Billy
Okay,
Bob.
Then they go to the sheriff, Sheriff John Q. Bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone
Beelzebub.
in the movie is a bad guy. Everyone in the movie is
They're
bad.
all
Except for
a
the
part
teacher.
of the Satan's cult.
except for
in this
except for
town.
the teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
good.
Which brings because at the end of the movie, the girls do become the Satan's cheerleaders, and it does make you wonder what would have happened between the PE teacher and the now all powerful Satan cheerleader girl in the now abandoned sequel that they were going to make, but he moved
Somehow
on to
the
a different.
funds just weren't there.
Well, he moved on to a different project. Star Wars came out, it changed everything.
Oh,
yeah.
but-
it's almost like a Shivers sort of ending. It's like, okay, everybody gets possessed, and then nothing really happens.
We should do an unofficial sequel to Satan's Cheerleaders, like
I
a short
will
film.
not have anything to do with
No.
it.
You got to hear me though. It would be
Wait. This fight scene is brilliant.
Fight
When you
scene,
get two
fight scene.
older men who are not trained at fighting at all. Look,
Yeah.
I'm
Kinda
touching.
Shatnering.
I'm touching. It's not even Shatnering. I'm just,
No.
here. Let me bump. I'm gonna bump your rib.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a
Here, let me lift you
Oh my
back
God.
up again, and then I'm gonna throw you into
yell
into
cut.
a tree or
You got to yell
something.
cut.
Oh, here, let me just kick him a few times. Oof.
Can I eat yet, boss?
Oh God, I need a beer.
They hired some amazing stuntmen to
Oh,
they
Beats
hired
the
those
hell out of
stuntmen.
him, and then like
Rolls him down a hill.
Yeah.
Rolling, and keep
No,
that
no, but
fat
getting
boy
back-
rolling.
I would
Yeah.
I would like to do Satan's Cheerleaders 2, straight up serious horror movie, like a short horror movie film that's literally just the sequel, and call it a sequel. Say it's Satan's Cheerleaders 2, and make it about the now
oh, he got ketchup on him.
the PE teacher is now having to deal with the consequences of what she
of
has
their
wrought.
satanic.
Yeah, and she's got to put
routines.
she's got to put the genie back in the bottle. It'll be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something. I don't
Oh
know.
my
I don't know.
God.
We got to write it.
Well, I think if we could get all of these actresses back together again as mothers with their own children who are now becoming cheerleaders who want to follow the Satan cult, and they're going to try to talk them out of it.
Wow, that was
It's like
detailed.
Isn't
You
that-
might be onto something there.
Oh,
Because I don't think it'd be that hard.
No,
A
we
plane ticket, a night in a nice hotel.
I want to be Mrs. Munster.
yeah. There's some of the actresses clearly are no longer with
Well,
us.
she's dead though,
Yeah.
so we don't have to worry about her.
That's true.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
she.
why I want to be here. So I
Unless
don't
we
have to be in it.
retcon, as we're reconstructing the Satan's Cheerleaders cinematic universe.
Yes, yes, go
brick
on.
by brick.
Go on.
It's going to be the
Mhm.
next big thing.
Well, you saw Peter Cushing. They brought him back in one of the Star Wars films. We
Yeah,
could bring
Rogue
Yvonne
One.
de Carlo back. She's now 95. Right.
Jeez.
The CGI necessary to build her would be like 10 times the budget of the film.
Can I do the voice?
Yes, go ahead.
No.
Of course.
That would be great if we did a CGI Yvonne de Carlo. And then, once you have that technology, you can then go back and do special editions
Not even
of her
CGI.
previous movies.
Not even CGI.
A
You
Muppet.
have to pull.
Or pull old clips from the Munsters.
Yeah.
Just edit everyone else out.
No, yeah, exactly. And then like put cheerleaders in scenes where you go, like whenever you're not focusing on Yvonne de Carlo, like it's about the cheerleaders. So like, Herman, oh my goodness, and then the cheerleaders are like bouncing in the corner.
Just find a movie where there are like 3 or 4 shots of Yvonne de Carlo turning around, and just you could literally just have her reacting to things, and the bad guy stabs a cheerleader.
Yeah, she turns around. She's ageless, right?
Yeah,
She's ageless.
Yvonne de Carlo reacts to stuff.
she is dead, right?
She is.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Why
she
do you
is.
think she's gonna find this? Like,
No,
if she
no.
was alive. Oh God.
I kind of think that she would have hopefully had a sense of humor about it, about us making fun of Satan's cheerleaders.
Oh,
I don't think.
I'm sure she
Yeah,
would.
I doubt she would have been all defensive.
No, I'm sure she didn't
Probably doesn't
brag
even
that,
remember it.
that this was her best work. She did not.
Seeing as she was paid in a case of liquor, I doubt she'd even remember it.
Well, the funny thing is, in that Mirror Mirror movie, she actually did a pretty good job.
Let
Like
me
she
bounce through
she
this
was very.
field.
Oh, and there was the girl who looked like Lydia from Beetlejuice, but the mom was actually Karen Black
Oh, really?
in a blonde wig.
Oh, I love
and it
Karen
was-
Black.
It was really weird, and Karen Black is so off-putting in this movie. It's awful. Yvonne de Carlo, she's fine, but
Off-putting as in a well-delivered. Or
no,
Hellhound.
Really
just
bad.
the character. It's a cloying, character,
right.
and it's awful.
Yes, let's talk about any movie but this one. So Chris is bouncing her way to freedom, and she discovers the hellhound.
Breasts don't fail me now.
Well, she discovers the Hellhound and their plot to sacrifice the girls.
Yep. Her boobs will lead her to freedom. She's got her homing beacon.
She always knows where north is. Ding ding ding.
I
Ding
mean-
ding ding.
I mean, mine are bilingual, so they all have different skill sets.
Yeah, you see, but that's the thing though about like movies like this and this time period, and also the 80s. It can actually all be summed up with the word boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Boobs does not apply to the 2000s. We're way too serious for boobs.
See, here I
You
thought
know?
you were just kind of pervy with your movie choices, when in fact you can't escape boobs.
No, you can't.
From your timeline, so that's just.
I've never tried to
was
escape them,
right.
but if I
I
did,
know.
it would be difficult. Yes.
I think if I had to die by being killed by a giant pair, I mean,
Yeah.
well, you got to go sometime.
Yeah.
So what are they stabbing you? Or
No,
like,
motorboating.
are you talking
Yeah, that's what I
Motorboat
was
your
thinking
way
more like that. Yeah.
Into oblivion.
Yeah. It'd be like one of those monkey's paw things.
What,
You know?
what a delicious case of hypoxia. God.
Hypoxia.
Yes.
Take me away.
Yeah. Well, you have to drizzle them in lemon juice before it happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Ew.
What do you
That
mean?
would
Ooh?
get, that would get
Yeah, that would
sticky.
be unpleasant.
No,
Yeah.
not. You wouldn't even feel the stick before you died,
Yeah. There you
because you'd have about 2
I'm
minutes.
thinking about the girl.
Oh yeah, yeah. She'd get sticky later.
You'd have to shower at the high school coach.
Oh,
go. Well, you would think after killing a man with your breasts, taking a shower is going to be on your list.
Yeah.
I mean, it
And I know
pretty quickly.
that was on your lists.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I do love that the blonde she's obviously evil now because she's doing her hair different. Like there's literally a shot when
She's
she becomes
parting it in the
evil where
middle.
she just does this with her hair and puts it down,
Mm.
and it's like, oh wow, she's
Okay.
obviously possessed by Satan now.
utter transformation.
Yeah, anytime a woman changes her hairstyle, Satan.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh yeah,
Like women definitely have. Well, there's like the Karen haircut. You know exactly what
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah.
about.
Mhm.
I'm from Louisiana. I've seen plenty of the Karen haircut.
So
Trust me.
we've got a lot of it here in Georgia.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Not as bad as it because it's so out of style now that at least it's going. Back home, there's plenty of Karen haircuts.
A lot of
Yeah.
Karens in Louisiana.
Yeah, a lot of that haircut.
Because I
you
mean,
know.
what do you do? Do you go in and just say, "Give me the Karen"? Like it just is it? And so I think
fuck are you doing?
that's what my hairdresser would say. She's my cousin, so she'd actually say that to me. Anyway.
No, she was just, you know.
So
No!
they're holding the girls at the house for potential questioning.
Yes, because they're material witnesses.
And material
Questioning.
witnesses in the death of Billy.
I think you mean questioning.
They're questioning. Question.
Material witness
Answer.
was such a thing that it always showed up in detective stories and in bad movies like this, because it was always, we have to hold you as a material witness. It's like, you can't do that. You can't detain me. In detective stories, you can, though.
And the poor PE teacher is too afraid to drop 3 feet, knowing that full well if she doesn't drop, she's probably going to be dead.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the irony of it, of course, is that she's not in shape enough to get off the roof.
I know.
And she's the phys ed coach. My God.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true, because the toughest phys ed teachers I had were the women.
Yeah.
The guys were cupcakes.
Yeah.
Well, in
The chicks were not
and
cupcakes.
some of the toughest ones I had were the ones that were in the least amount of shape.
Well, okay.
Ironically,
Do as I
enough.
say, not as I do.
Exactly. You're picking up what I'm laying down.
Oh, I saw a great thing. You know that show, the 1,000 Pound Life, or
Oh,
no, it's the 1,000 Pound Sisters. It's been on for
did they lose weight? They're losing weight or something, or is it a?
no, but one of them came out as pansexual,
Oh,
and
Oh,
like-
thank
They like-
God.
does that mean they like Peter Pan? I don't even know what that means.
no, and a guy tweeted, "Sweetheart,
don't know.
sweetheart,
Sorry.
licking the pan doesn't make you
Oh.
pansexual."
Ouch. Oh,
I don't know. Pansexual is just like you're whatever. You know, I think it's
Oh, okay.
pan, like Pan America,
Okay, let's look out the. look.
Pan America from America. I don't know.
Let's find the definition so we don't offend
but
people.
this is where the sheriff makes a fatal error
Which is
by soiling the gym teacher because she was the only virgin. We find out at the end. Spoiler alert. Satan makes Satan angry.
it's like in a Black
Yeah.
Christmas. I know a career virgin when I see one.
Yeah.
So,
But this is when like I said, becomes very Capricorn 1 because they all go off in three different
Yeah.
different directions looking for help, and all of them fail.
let's
Yeah.
split up, gang. Like
And Yvonne de Carlo's scared. You know, she knows.
She knows.
She knows
yeah.
this young thing is coming. She's gonna mess up her world.
Yep. Okay, so pansexuality is the romantic, emotional, and or sexual attraction to people regardless of their gender. Like everyone else, pansexual people may be attracted to some people and not others, but the gender of the person does not matter.
Mm.
People of any gender identity can do and identify as.
Well, what's cis? There's something a cis.
Oh, that's when you get. It's like when you get something under your skin and the body
Oh, I
like
see.
does
Tries
like
to resist it.
tries to, and you get like
Shouldn't do
that lump.
Cyst.
What do you,
And
how do you
there's
spell your version?
cystosexual or something. I think that's if you're actually
Cryptosexual. That's me.
What?
I just made that up.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
I'm
Cryptosexual.
piecesexual.
Cryptosexual means no. You know what cryptosexual would mean? It means I'm not going to tell you.
I don't know what it is. I just heard it recently.
I thought that was asexual.
No, asexual means you have no sexual
drive
attraction
whatsoever.
to anyone. Yeah. Look up cryptosexual. That's got to be something.
Here, you find your
I'm
word.
trying.
I'll find
I'm trying
cryptosexual.
this cis.
It probably is a thing.
I don't know.
This is what you tune in for.
Oh yes, this is some inside baseball.
Oh, by the way, as you can see, this is I think from a VHS scan. So
Oh, cisgender. It's called cisgender.
Oh, okay. That's why I wasn't finding it. Okay, a cryptosexual is a sexuality in which one is puzzled by their orientation, and as such, it cannot be discerned.
Oh my God, you are
Okay.
cryptosexual.
all right.
So, for the audience members, cisgender, I want to make sure that we get this out. Cisgender describes a person whose gender identity is the same as their sex assigned at birth. That's kind of, I think we're all
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
cisgender.
Speak for yourself, Mr. Bear.
I know.
No, that would
I
no, it would be the opposite, wouldn't it? You'd have to talk like a dude.
I identify as a man. That's what
Sure.
you're supposed to say. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Yeah. Don't do the Theranos thing.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What else?
Elizabeth
What did we say?
Holmes is her name, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Elizabeth Holmes.
The one.
Yeah.
So now Debbie's out in the field. She finds John Carradine.
I feel like that sentence has probably been said a lot.
I found John
Yeah.
Carradine.
Somebody found John
Carradine
Carradine.
wandering through a field.
Oh. And John is he's like off his rocker. And
Yeah.
she's trying to get something across to him.
Well, you never find out what his freaking deal is. Like,
No.
is he a drunk? Is he? Because at first he comes off as homeless because he's just wandering down the road and he's really rough looking. Then you find that he like has a barn or something maybe that he lives in. And meanwhile, one cheerleader is going to call for help in a phone booth, which is a primitive form of the cell phone. Hindsight.
Yes.
Yeah.
For you
Phone
young
booth.
Adams out there.
Yeah, we were actually talking about phone booths.
We were.
outside.
But isn't it funny when you need a phone, somebody runs in right before, and you got to wait for them.
Well, she's stymied by that because
We're living in a society.
well,
You know?
there are rules.
Why didn't she just use her cell phone?
We
I didn't think y'all had those in the 70s, Mr.
We
Brand.
didn't. No, we didn't.
and we had the big backpack, and
You were
we are up to our second break.
Operator?
All
Yeah,
right.
we are just flying through this movie.
Oh my God.
So we will be back in about 1 second,
Are you sure?
and we're back.
Good to be back. Yeah.
Is it,
Yeah.
though?
Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Little Debbie.
Big Debbie.
Medium Debbie.
Well, Debbie's definitely medium, but isn't she the one that will break any man? Is she the one that is the sluttiest of them all?
Well, she did Dallas. So
okay, yeah,
you
that's
know.
what I thought.
Oh, God. And she's about to get impaled with a pitchfork.
Oh my gosh, everyone is a Satanist in this town.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Why I oughta?
So, gentlemen, I'm sure you've noticed a lack of notes from Darth Vader's camp for this particular episode. Hindsighters, I was watching this movie alongside Adam, which we do relatively often. We'll text each other smart-ass comments while we watch a movie, quote-unquote, together, but really
Right.
just at the same time in our
In a
own
different
houses.
place,
Yes.
location.
So these were my notes this time around.
Oh Lord, look at that one line.
Yeah.
But I have to say that
I'm not taking notes.
the
on
holy
this.
man that we see right now, he was riffing a little bit. I thought from an acting standpoint, I was like listening to him.
Yeah, I
He was trying. He was at least trying.
yeah.
What was he saying? Like,
I-
it
I
doesn't
don't-
have to be an exact quote.
Yeah, no, I don't remember anything, but he went off on these tangents about the girls. It was really pretty pervy. But
I'm very thankful that
She's bouncing
No.
even when she's on the phone.
why okay, so this idiot just killed the phone booth after they sacrificed the girls. What if they need to make a phone call?
I know.
I mean, that's just stupid. You
I
know,
mean,
what if somebody gets a flat
How
tire?
are you
you
going
know,
to brag to your cousin
that's ridiculous.
that you possessed
Stuff
and
like
raped
that, you know.
multiple girls? I mean, God.
The one thing I'm very, very grateful for
Oh, God.
is that John Saxon is not in this movie, because no actor who was like a '70s actor or a little down on his luck, maybe, you know, Cameron Mitchell's not in it, John
Right.
Saxon's not in it, Alan Hale Jr. isn't in it,
Please don't poke me with that thing, mister.
and Alan Hale Jr. will be in the 2 years after this. He'll be in Angels Brigade, so
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's good that only John Carradine, he's appropriate for this,
Yeah.
and Yvonne de Carlo, she's.
We should probably go out looking for him. He's probably in a field somewhere.
I'd like to do like a newspapers.com search for found John Carradine and just see how
Carradines-
many hits
The
there are.
Carradines didn't actually bury him. They just had him declared dead because he kept wandering off.
Yeah.
Poor John Carradine.
I heard a great story, not to talk about the movie, but I'm not going to talk about it for a second. I heard a great story. A guy got a phone call from the nursing home where his grandfather was. Grandfather's like 90-something. So they're, you know, like obviously a little concerned. It's late at night, you know. And so he apparently, like, he gets in his car and he's headed down to where that is, and he gets a phone call and they found him. He had bribed an orderly and he was at a casino playing blackjack.
Oh,
And
okay.
I thought, all right, old man.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say strip club, and I was about to be so much prouder.
No. He might have made it rain earlier. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
no, he was at the casino hoping to make the
Yeah,
money.
to
that
get
would
the
help
money
him
to make it rain. Yeah.
It's scary how
Yeah.
similar our brains are.
And that man was John Carradine. No, it wasn't. John Carradine took the last train to Mundo Fine a long time ago.
Well, you know, I've actually got him holed up in my house. Oh, shoot, I blew the secret. Now the
Aw.
Carradines are probably going to take him back. Nah, they'll probably let me keep him.
Yeah.
He's
No,
more trouble than he's worth.
I don't know how many Carradines are
He's
left.
fun to have around.
Let's
Yeah.
see, because there are several.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Let's count Carradines.
This fall on CBS. She works at a tech center. He's John Carradine. Can they get along?
Oh my god.
He's been dead for 30 years, so probably. So is this a new game we're gonna play? Count the Carradines?
Yes.
Okay,
We're
I'm
playing
gonna.
Count the Carradines.
Okay, everybody, stop talking for a second. Okay, I'm gonna put a graphic in somewhere about counting Carradines.
All right.
It's gonna be good. I hope. The
1.
the movie has a, we have very little of the movie left, but the movie has a bit of a twist.
Oddly
It's like
enough,
two twists, really.
Yeah. The big twist at the end is that this is just all a big game
Yeah,
for them. I'm really sad about that.
Explain that. Let's.
Yeah. Well, do you want me to just go right to the end? So,
at this point.
so the end of the movie, you hear Satan talking at the altar, right? And they're going to sacrifice this girl, and then the one girl starts like talking real Satan stuff, and it's like, whoa, slow your roll, girl. This is actually he pulls out like a tape recorder of Satan talking, and it turns out it's a whole just a shtick that they do. And they were totally surprised when the real Satan came.
and they would have gotten away with it too if they wasn't for those
Well,
darn cheerleaders.
and so yeah, you're right. It's like they've been conning Satan, doing a fake pantomime Satan, and then the real Satan shows up and whips some ass.
Oh, he does.
But here's the problem with that.
Martha Plimpton.
Earlier in the movie, well, one, why are they all praying to things if they know it's not real? And two, why did the girls just stand there when they were all about to be raped if they weren't? Because, like, if you know it's fake, you should probably suspect that it's not really going to work and they're not going to be possessed and they won't just stand there.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I think the script evolved
You're distracting me.
as
Yeah.
they shot it.
You're distracting me from counting Carradine.
Okay, sorry.
So far,
I'm furious now.
4 are allowed.
Bounce,
'cause
behave. Bounce, behave.
It's not just my hair that has bounce.
And it does. That's volume. That's volume there.
But being a Satan cheerleader doesn't seem like a bad gig, actually. You win a lot of football games. You probably get as much, loving as you want. From
Yeah,
the
but
big,
then you
from
gotta
the
go-
big man.
But then you go to hell, and it's like,
I don't know, but hell, I don't know how bad hell's going to be. Most of my friends will be there,
and you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Most of my friends will be there. And
They're at a depth of 500 feet and 6 knots to nowhere.
that's right. Exactly right.
Wherever Johnny Cash is, that's where I want
That's
to
that's where
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going.
I want to get stoned with Johnny Cash. That would
And
be
eat cake.
and eat cake.
Eat cake.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that's the first twist is that it's all fake. It's not a real thing, and we're not doing the counting Carradines anymore.
No,
She's
I
lost
told you
interest.
got distracted.
Well, we have to talk. It's kind of our thing.
No, that's true.
Everyone on the internet, be quiet.
So I just discovered something while I was counting Carradines, you guys. Do you know the actress Martha Plimpton
Mm-hmm. Of course.
from the show Raising Hope?
Yes. Martha Plimpton.
She's a Carradine.
My
by,
God.
By marriage?
I'm not
Wait
sure.
a minute. Does this go all the way to the top?
It does.
Well,
The leader of you start looking at pictures of like the World Economic Forum, and it's all John Carradine's.
it started at the top again. So David is certainly not with us anymore. Neither is John.
What happened to him?
Something involving citrus. It's not as good for you as you would think.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. But it helps when you want to avoid dying while masturbating.
Does it okay? So have y'all ever explained that to me? What does it do that brings you back? Is it just
I don't
like
have
the
a clue.
tartness?
Mr.
Brown,
I don't
you're
know.
the expert in
I have
this arena.
absolutely.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I really don't. I
think it's
make
probably
believe
bullshit.
I do. Yeah.
Because by the time you're asphyxiated enough, it's not citrus isn't bringing you back, no matter how tart or sour.
I think it's supposed to keep you from blacking out.
so.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've
I've never had enough sex to want to take it to that level. It was just the regular standard stuff that satisfied me completely.
Well, I guess if I'm ever in a situation where blacking out is a real possibility, like if I have to have surgery without anesthesia,
Right.
I'll ask for a lemon, and when I'm at that point where I'm about to black out, I'll bite it and I'll see if it works.
There you go. Okay,
know?
Sounds good.
that's fair.
For
That's
science.
That's so Melba toast.
Yeah.
But, okay, so Robert Carradine, Revenge of the Nerds, he's still alive.
Oh yeah.
Keith is still alive.
I like how we're doing this based on still alive, so it's like a running count.
Well, I'm trying to
Wait a
skip
minute.
past the girls
Robert-
because I'm talking about you know.
Are you sure? Are you sure Robert's still alive? Wasn't he just in an accident or something?
Oh my
or-
God, was he?
I thought he
Oh
was.
my
in-
God.
I thought he was in a
Oh my
car-
God, Ted.
Maybe not. I know he's had. Yeah, he
He was born.
he
in
tried to
50
kill his wife. I think maybe that's what it was. He tried to kill his wife.
Seriously?
Yeah, he ran.
Well, those are very similar
yeah,
things.
he,
I mean, yeah.
he drove off the road and had a head-on collision trying to take out his wife. You know, because he was depressed and married.
Well, one of those goes without
I was
saying.
about to say.
um,
Those
But
are
now, also, here's the thing.
synonyms.
So Yvonne de Carlo clearly takes the Satan stuff seriously, more
Yes.
seriously than her
Yeah.
husband. Her husband just wants to have sex with young teenage girls.
For
yeah.
her husband, it's just a hobby. For her,
Yeah.
it's a lifestyle.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And that's causing some strife, I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He-
they're having some-
what is his term? He's a recreational.
He's a recreational Satanist. She's hardcore. But,
What did we get
The
called?
recreation.
No, what did we get called in the postmortem?
Oh,
It wasn't
no,
recreational.
it wasn't the it was a different postmortem. I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, God.
I know it's gonna.
Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the
I
night.
know,
And just, like,
yeah.
shout it and scare the neighbors. Oh God, Shakespearean.
well, while you're thinking, Brutus and Lucifer, the two dogs, the Dobermans, are chasing after the girls, but Satan is given certain orders. Yvonne de Carlo's given certain orders. I really feel for these dogs. They're getting pulled in many, many different directions.
Hobbyists.
Hobbyists.
Oh, we're hobbyists.
Hobbyists.
Yes.
Hobbyists.
Oh, Shakespeare hobbyists.
Yes.
That's what we were. Well,
I
one of our-
we don't need to
No,
open that wound.
No,
Oh,
no.
man.
But that was funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than being called dribblists, Simon.
Dribblist. Well,
Okay.
we have a lot of dribble, but
Satanists. I've noticed this a lot. I think when you become a Satanist, you get cold a lot because they always wear robes.
yeah. Yeah.
Like I see a robe on a person, I'm just assuming they're a Satanist.
So
That's my rule.
that explains Indiana Jones so much. Because the bad guys in the second one, weren't they wearing robes?
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
The ones that eat the monkey
Well,
brains.
bad guys. Yeah. I mean, you gotta have either a cape or a robe, or
It's like everyone in the Playboy Mansion. They're all wearing robes.
Yeah.
For,
Different reasons. though.
temporarily.
or different reasons or not.
Or not. That's right. Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Ooh.
So
And
the
chill
second
falls out of the
twist
Yeah.
is that
room. What the twist?
when it's revealed that the town people are faking the Satan thing, it turns out
It's like
that
Jonestown. They're all in on it. It's crazy.
well, the devil shows up, and lo and behold, the blonde cheerleader, whatever the hell her name is,
Patty.
she's some sort of like reincarnated super devil worshiper, and she is possessed by the devil now, or she's just that evil person. She realized who she was. And
No, I think she just remains possessed. That's why I said it
Okay.
earlier. It's kind of like Shivers, where it's like, all right, Patty's still possessed. Like, what are you gonna do?
Well, like, and so she uses her, newfound, demigod-ish powers to rig a football game.
So you think the devil is possessed by Patty, perhaps? Well, women have that effect on men.
I don't know. It's a whole thing.
We can't help it. You tell us to do stuff and we do it. I want to win this game.
You're
Satan.
a nice guy.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, see, there she is.
Oh, I missed that when I was first watching it. She
That's why
recognized-
subsequent
wonder-
viewing is so important.
I know,
You
it's-
I
see,
wonder
you-
how you could possibly have missed something while you were
No
watching
boobs,
this
no
last
boobs, no
night.
boobs. Fast forwarding, sitting one.
I was like, I used to love Yvonne, not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Let's get to the real girls,
He was
right?
counting Carradines.
And I
he
love
missed
that the evil devil worshiper house looks like my aunt's house.
It does.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
very
think-
well landscaped.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they have a good landscaper.
There's a pumpkin. Like, they're ready for Halloween. I bet a lot of her furniture has plastic on it.
Yeah.
She keeps a neat house.
Yeah, I yeah, she probably does. Let's imagine what
This
with the
is
rest
so
of the
Monty Python.
It
They're all
is.
in robes, just like walking through a
Walking
field.
together, and he even makes it a point to say, when you get into the woods, spread out, you know, and they're all walking in one big,
There's a lot of spreading in this movie.
not nearly as much as you think. And the other thing too is that it's billed as it's a horror-ish movie, but what's the body count? Not that you have to have a high body count
I
to
think
be a
there's,
horror movie,
I think
but
2.
yeah, I mean it's
Does the sheriff get killed at the end?
He gets like sucked into the ground because she's like, "You're gonna burn in hell for eternity now." And
but doesn't Billy Bub come and get Bub, Beelzebub?
So
Sheriff Bub. And why does he have the name Sheriff Bub? I think he's just kind of.
Well, yeah, that's the Rick and Morty. You know. Wait. What was his name? Coach Ferratu.
I feel like I'm being the asshole here. Like next time we do this, just be like Bob or Zach or something. Like God.
But it's true. It's true. It's like,
seriously, everybody's looking at me like I'm the bad guy right now.
and they're the robes. They all have robes.
I'm not dead yet.
I think it's because it would just be too ridiculous to just see guys walking around in Levi's. You know,
Well, and robes are timeless.
yeah, true.
Satanists or Levi's.
You know, if they were wearing like those, nut hugger shorts from the 80s, you know, and
Very tall socks.
knee-high athletic socks.
Nut.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Plum smugglers.
yeah. The Ocean Pacifics, you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Watch Magnum.
Oh
yeah, Magnum PI. That's right in the sweet spot of those. I
loved him some Plum Smugglers.
I would hate those things because I'd sit down and you'd fall out of the shorts.
No, you wouldn't fall. It would more like there'd be a little sound.
I would pop out of the shorts.
Smack that image right out of my
The
head.
worst.
At the most awkward point of your life, this is happening.
Speaking of the 80s, I was thinking about you the other day, Mr. Brown, because I was watching a show called Parenthood, which has Bonnie Bedelia.
Yes.
And I was like, does she just make a career out of acting with difficult husbands?
Maybe.
Don Johnson, John McClane, Zeke Braverman, like they're all these tough kind of guys, and they all drive her up a wall. It's almost like she's typecast against a certain type.
Well, that's a type. Yeah, I could see that being that's what she plays. You know, that's the work she gets.
She's always that's the work that she gets, but she's always a different character, so she's not being typecast. It's the guys that fill that role that she acts against.
This husband's an asshole. We need an actress. Call Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Call Bonnie.
She can tame John McClane. She can do anything.
She's the best in the business.
Don Johnson's copping an attitude. Get Bonnie on the set.
Listen to me, Johnson.
She and Al. Hey, other Johnson, get over here.
I really feel like Yvonne de Carlo, though, she is being very rude, taking up the dark room for this long. There's like high school students outside who they've got, it's like, lady, I gotta do my pictures.
You have to share the darkroom. I need my mom to see this image that I took with a pinhole camera.
Yeah,
it's very important.
That was cool.
It was my
I like
homework.
doing that. That was a cool project.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Nostalgia.
I miss the dark room. Not to not talk about the movie, but dark rooms are awesome. Developing photos like the old-fashioned way, it's so cool. And this kept reminding me of it because it's just lit like a dark room.
Did you ever bag a babe in the dark room?
No, it was usually about 15 people.
Oh, okay.
So it would have been.
Did you ever cop a feel in the dark room?
I don't.
Why is she hitting me? Why is she suddenly hitting Jason? Oh, I don't know.
What the fuck are you doing?
Thank you. A little bit of reason in this time of chaos.
Uh-huh.
Mark is frozen in fear right now.
Don't really know.
I was just throwing myself back to the old days when fun things like that could happen,
And nobody went to jail.
Did they happen to you?
No, unfortunately, but guys got to imagine, right?
We heard about it.
I guess you got to get by somehow.
I heard about it.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Oh man, everyone told me was a lie.
About what?
No, you're just thinking about I heard about the guy who copped a feel he did not.
He didn't do that. It was all a big story.
He lied to me. Oh.
Now this is the scene where Yvonne de Carlo earns her extra $100 for doing her own stunts.
Yeah, the stunt work.
When the dogs jump in and start mauling her.
Because that actually happened, you said, right?
Well, they cover her. I guess they cover her in steak juice.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Imagine some guy just walking up, throwing a cigarette out and slapping her with steak.
Keep it out of my eyes, not like the last take.
All right, I'm done with Yvonne de Carlo. Oh.
What they called it, the money shot.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Adam.
How do you guys pronounce it? I'm changing the subject.
Money.
Worcestershire.
Okay, so you do it wrong.
You've told me this
Worcestershire.
Okay.
How do you pronounce it?
Worcestershire.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see a lot of Chestershire over there.
Somebody's not gonna get laid in college.
That is not the worst Chester that I've ever
Dude, don't
seen.
do that because I have nightmares where I'm back in college and I don't need, any inspiration. I hate those
You
dreams.
still dream about being back in college?
I swear to God. And
Wow.
I literally have a dream and it's, oh my God, there's a class that I haven't been to all semester and I have a final today.
Oh yeah, I've told you guys about my
Yeah.
server dreams and my acting dreams, where like the two of you have run off and decided to continue a show without me, and you're expecting me to show up and do my lines and sing a song, and I don't know what any of them are, and you get mad at me and kick me out. Like,
I thought that really happened.
y'all are really
We're mean that way.
you're mean in my dreams.
So the ending, which has the most annoying soundtrack.
That door knocker's gonna fall right off.
See, I thought it was something from like The Wizard of Oz. Like somebody,
yeah.
they picked up something from
Oh, look, it's Cobra Kai.
Yep. So
and the seventh angel pulled forth his bowl,
those are
and
like,
an angel cried out from the voice,
put them up, Patty.
saying, "Patty."
Yeah, because seriously, how underwhelming is it? That,
Pretty. She doesn't even spell it with a Y.
I don't
Yeah,
work
yeah,
with
yeah.
dogs. I don't work. I told him I didn't work with dogs.
I'm
Oh,
surprised.
look
she
at the
doesn't-
dancing calendar.
I'm
Don't-
surprised she doesn't spell Patty with umlauts.
Don't worry, lady.
Be
It won't-
Patty.
the dogs won't be working. So yeah, Satan apparently lives in a something that I think my mom would have had, like in the garden.
Yeah, it's a
when I
nice
was a kid.
decorative, thing from Home Goods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That would totally be at Home Goods today.
absolutely. I
Um,
could find it at Hobby Lobby for 50% off.
so she knows exactly what to do, which is splay her arms. Drawing on all of that cheerleader training.
Yeah, she's
You
not.
know, it prepared her
She's
for this
got
moment.
Spirit. Yes, she do.
She has
She's
an
got
evil
spirit.
spirit.
How about you?
How about you?
Oh my god. And then the Dobermans come and
And
Well,
when
I'm out of here.
whenever they flash pink.
Yeah, that's strange because that happened earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
But apparently nobody noticed it happened because, again, if you know this is fake, something like that's gonna, wow, Billy, did you do that? I didn't do that. No.
Well, I think Billy was alone, wasn't he? The last when that happened.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
alone.
okay,
He was alone with
okay.
Satan.
it's almost like Carnival of Souls where the camera starts doing the
Oh, Carnival of Souls is such a wonderful movie compared to that. I mean,
Especially
it's
compared to this.
how much would you rather watch Carnival of Souls than this?
tap 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 as the dogs run through
No.
the field. Yeah, Mr. Brown's not willing to give up the nudity for,
Well, that's
for
true.
I
Carnival of
like
Souls.
the girls. There's
Yeah.
more girls in here than Carnival of Souls.
that is true.
There's just the one girl in the snappy dress in Carnival of Souls, and but Lyndon, put Lyndon.
Oh, Lyndon
in
was
Satan's
great.
Cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Lyndon was awesome.
Lyndon would have saved the day.
Oh,
I think Lyndon would have come
absolutely.
through as an action hero, and that would have been,
He wouldn't have had.
Lyndon attack.
He wouldn't have had to possess the girls. He just would have spiked their coffee.
That's true. No, that's how he saves them. You see,
Oh,
he spikes all their coffee. They pass out, and so
And they're all sullied now.
yeah, because that's apparently how you keep her.
You keep her hammered enough to stay with you.
No, they can't be virgins. Then something bad's gonna happen. It's a public service we're offering, ma'am.
Oh my god. I tagged the virgins so Satan can't. That's exactly what it is.
I think I saw a bumper sticker once that said that. It was in New Orleans.
Oh, well, that's shocking.
Actually, that wouldn't be all that shocking. Not really.
Hence
Well-
the sarcasm.
Well, now the scene's coming up where they're actually screening the virgins. Isn't it
Yeah.
where they start questioning them and then they answer in such a whorish way? It's like, okay, clearly you're not a virgin. Next. Brings the other one up. It's like, I blew you in a heartbeat. Oh, shit. Next. Bring in another girl.
I know, it goes full Abbott and Costello. Oh, no. Habit. We don't got a maiden, Habit.
You've never even seen a Wilhelm. God, this is the
Lou
worst
Costello,
movie.
if I get damned to hell forever because of you. Sorry, that was Abbott and Costello meet Satan.
Love it.
Yeah.
With
So
a little
here.
bit of Archer thrown in.
Are you?
And the look on his face is like, shit.
But why was it so important? Like, if they already raped the one girl, was the blonde a virgin when they raped her or not?
No, none of them were. They were cheerleaders.
Yeah. But apparently,
That is such stereotyping.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
But they said it themselves. We're cheerleaders. There's no maidens here. The only maiden was the teacher. But she was once a cheerleader. I guess she just missed her opportunity.
I guess she was bad at it.
She was bad cheerleader.
Well, that was before cheerleading became slutty. Like
That's true.
Yes. It used to be a very noble, holy.
Yes. It's always
They
been.
used to just do herkies and kicks, and now they're.
It was all Benedictine chant, you know.
He's like, that one
do
was
you
just like
have spirit?
that
Yes, we do have spirit.
You just missed the one where the girl's like, okay, get this over with here. I'll lay down and I'll get her done. And they're like, get her off. She's no maiden.
He's dressed like.
I know, he looks like
He looks like you mentioned the.
it's the
Playboy
Felix Unger
Palace.
collection.
He looks like oh God, I'm blanking.
Hugh
on his name.
Hefner.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's-
dressed like Hugh Hefner.
Yes, in his robe.
Social commentary.
Mhm.
Social commentary.
There you go. That's where he got his style.
Like the whole thing about, even the bad guy is surprised that none of the girls are virgins. Social commentary.
Mhm.
This movie's very deep. I think this should go in that list of, movies that
There's only one kind of deep that they accomplished with this movie.
Yes. Balls.
Benoit.
I'm assuming that's what
Benoit.
Yeah.
Balls.
Oh no!
I told you I had to have someone, a friend of mine at work. His name is Benoit. And every time I was like, Benoit.
that
I
poor,
say it in my head.
poor
Balls.
bastard. Oh,
Yeah.
How could you have a name like that? I
I
thought
don't
that
know,
was a
y'all. Our
joke.
cheerleaders are running out of spirit or something.
So that's kind of the movie. We'll leave it up down there so you guys can see it. But we're going to talk about some other stuff, and we'll leave you with it. But
We hope you've enjoyed this.
This is my first time,
This
so we
trip.
can't do an Alf to Seinfeld on this one.
No.
I
Same.
can't.
There's no off to sign. Let's let's think of a new game that we can play.
I have a suggestion: a scale that goes from Tommy Wiseau's The Room
Ooh, okay.
to Birdemic. And it's
I've not seen either.
Well, okay, we'll have to fix that because The Room is a bad movie, but it's so fucking boring. I hate it. It's not fun to watch. Whatever. Birdemic is a bad movie, and it's astonishing because it's just.
Well, how about we go? So I understand The Room because I've heard enough about it to I think have it in my head for
Yeah.
the scale. What was the Alien movie that we watched that was so trash-tastically awesome?
Alien
soldiers.
Alien Conquest?
Yeah.
Okay.
That could be our 10.
Yeah, we could do The Room to Alien Conquest.
Okay.
One is painfully and boring. The other one is funny and stupid bad.
Okay.
So I guess on that, it's sort of like, where would this movie fall?
Oh, the film went negative again.
Now this is where Billy comes in. What does he stick him with? Does he stick him with a knife or something?
Yeah, I think
Maybe
so.
that farmer's pitchfork from earlier. Who knows?
Now you said he got sucked underground. I missed that.
I thought he
I
did.
might have.
I thought he
blacked
did.
out, But
I
let's
think he just got the vapors and died.
Oh, I could be. Maybe I'm wrong.
He
They both
fell
just
over.
fell down.
Well,
yeah.
the movie, this scene is so poorly lit that
It
it's
is.
basically impossible to see what's happening.
And could they even have afforded that special effect? Like,
They just had a big fan off.
yeah,
Off
Yeah.
camera.
they blew all the money on the big fan.
Oh yeah,
of
they
the cheerleader
couldn't.
costume.
They couldn't
Fame.
have afforded the quick stand.
We're gonna live forever.
We're gonna learn how to
And now we
possess.
find out what the fringe
All of
benefits
our
are
foes
of
will
being
die.
Satan's cheerleaders.
Yeah, this is
If your knee gets blown out,
Yeah.
the head cheerleader comes up, fixes it.
Yeah.
Gives
And there you go.
head, and
Yeah.
then boom, it's fixed.
We're gonna
that's
fix the football.
that's what you do. You don't take over the world or anything. You
No.
just
You
get
win 'em.
high and get laid on the weekends, just like you were going to do anyway.
Well, see, now that comes down to Satan's priorities because he settled for the hot girl
Mm-hmm.
with no brains.
No,
You know,
she doesn't.
if he went for the Velma in the room, maybe she would help him take.
Well, maybe
over the
that's
world.
like in
And
order
she's
to
only a
in-
B cup too. You
Yeah.
think Satan would be definitely into
You
a
do
D,
yeah you
double
would
D,
yeah
maybe.
Satan's
He's a
he's
double
riding
D.
a motorcycle with a girl on the back with
Yeah.
huge knockers.
Yeah.
Or he drives or he drives a Camaro.
No, I like the bike because he's wearing a T-shirt that says, "If you're reading this, the bitch fell off."
And she's got a shirt that says I'm the bitch that fell off. Yeah. I think Satan invented that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, the head quarterback or running back gets injured. She says, "You get your ass out there." Oh, yes, dear. and then suddenly his knee is fixed. Look at this. He
Suddenly,
runs.
Greg Brady is all good for the big
He's
game.
back. He's back in.
Yep.
And I love the way the score just goes popping up. They're 20-0. It's like 20-7, 20-14, 20-21, 20-28, 20-35.
And the film is so jumpy.
Yeah.
And then stop doing that. Just move the
40,
numbers.
50, 70, 90. Just
Yeah,
run it
it's
up.
like, wow, is this a basketball game?
The cheerleading coach is just like, golly, this is great.
Roll credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
the
and that,
movie.
yeah, that's the movie. I mean, you came for the jiggle, you got the jiggle, you cannot complain.
And it ends with a jiggle, a red jiggle.
Yeah.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
Satan's cheerleaders. Roll credits.
Roll credits.
Yes.
And
That's
Lord
when I.
have
That's
mercy.
when I texted you at the very last. I said, "Roll credits."
Yes. And I
What to
wrote down,
say? What
Yeah.
to say? Do we have
our
any
s-
news or
our
anything?
scale.
Oh, the scale,
Don't
the
forget
bad movie scale.
Um,
It's a straight 5 for me.
Yeah, I think so too. Because
poor John Carradine's not even at the top of the list.
I could watch it again, not for the plot or the acting, but
He's-
for other things.
Yeah.
Bum.
The bum.
What other things?
Bum is good. Oh, you're talking
other
about John
things?
Carradine?
No, that's his character.
The bum?
Bum.
Oh, bum. Bum. Because I would watch it for the bum.
Boobs.
Not John Carradine's. I'm just a horrible. I am John Carradine. No, you know what?
Oh, God.
I'm the bloody sheriff. Yeah.
Help
Songs.
me, hindsighters.
The sad thing
please.
is you look at that
Sung
sheriff,
by
it's like, oh, that old
Sonoma.
pervert, and you're like, you look in the mirror and like, oh, I'm just about there.
Aw.
Oh,
It's so sad.
Aw.
do we have any like news announcements?
Betty
anything?
White died. This
Oh,
Well, yeah, I mean
God.
about us.
Um,
Anything? Do we have any guests coming on soon? Do we do anything special? I don't think we are.
no, one of our guests, sadly, and it's public knowledge, so no worries. One of our favorite guests contracted COVID
Oh,
while
yeah,
out of
yeah.
town, so
Mm.
he and his lovely fiance went up back for a while. They've been
Yeah.
under quarantine, but they're doing well, so that's the good thing. So
Yeah.
don't worry, hindsighters. Darby will be back.
Anything to avoid a gig.
Mhm.
I mean, I
know.
yeah.
Some millennials. They,
It really is.
it's like, I don't
Oh,
feel like
he's-
working
he's
today.
a Zoomer.
Unreliable. Unreliable.
He's a Zoomer.
Oh yeah, he's not a millennial. That's
I'm
no,
a
he is not a
millennial.
millennial.
He's a Zoomer. But no. So okay, for the scale for me, I would say that this. I mean, it wasn't boring.
No,
It was offensive,
It
a little
had an-
offensive.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
but that's not the scale. Offensive doesn't come in. It's
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you're assuming it's going to be a bad movie, so you have to kind of take the offensiveness in stride. So I would give this one about a 6.
All right, good.
Because I mean, it had enough going on, and it was just ridiculous enough.
This
and
is science.
just bad enough with its plot that I was like, genuinely, what the hell is happening with this movie?
Yeah,
So-
I think the incoherence actually, in a way,
Feeds
almost
to the intrigue.
yeah, it almost saved it because it's
Gave you something to talk about.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
anytime you're watching a movie where part of the fun is what the fuck is this now?
Because the fact that
You
I
know?
didn't sit here while you two were going, Ata, Ata, the entire time, it's because you kept trying to get back to whatever semblance of plot this movie had, Jason.
I think
so,
we covered it all.
yeah.
I think that's enough for us. I think now
That's all she
I
wrote.
feel like going to take a shower,
With cheerleaders.
and going to church with cheerleaders. Sure.
I'm going to a football game Friday night.
All right, there you go.
All right.
All right.
So, hindsighters, this
I'm wearing
is
a football shirt. We didn't make that a point, see? Miami Dolphins. Miami.
Are you done?
Do you know whose shirt this is?
Einhorns.
Yeah, the camera.
Yeah,
came.
but Finkel is Einhorn.
Oh.
Oh! Thought you were gonna school me on a Jim Carrey movie? I don't
No.
think so.
I would like to thank you all for spending your daytime, your nighttime, your drive time, your
Your jiggling
listening time,
time.
your jiggling time, your whipping inflation now time with us. We will see you very, very soon with another movie. Maybe
This-
public domain, maybe not. We'll
Please
see.
God, no.
So this has been Hindsight, and good night.